All right, what is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Chris, and today I am back with another video here. So the Flyers, couple things today. Some unfortunate injury updates again, and also game updates for tonight, and a waiver pickup for the Flyers. As for the game updates tonight, we'll go through that real quick. Owen Tippett is back. Rasmus Ristolainen is back. No Tanner Legzinski. He's dealing with a family issue, and the Flyers will be going with 11 forwards and 7 defensemen against the Panthers. Tonight is the first Throwback Thursday of 6 of the year for the Flyers. Is the 60s and 70s theme night. And the fans will be getting that really cool poster that was released on Twitter yesterday. The Flyers put Van Riemsdyk on IR because of the broken finger. A couple guys have dealt with broken fingers in recent years. Lawton had one. Michael Raffel, I believe, broke a pinky a couple years ago. And it's about a month. So it's unfortunate because I personally thought JVR was having a really good start to the year. He had a couple goals. He looked pretty fast. He was engaged, and I thought he was really gelling with his line mates on the kind of mix of lines he was playing with. It wasn't the same line every night, but JVR was I thought had a really good start to the year and definitely helped out the power play because that double screen was really helping the Flyers, and they, obviously he scored a couple goals as well. So because of that, there were some more injury updates as well. Couturier had another setback, and it doesn't look good. He was skating. He's now not skating. Atkinson has basically gone from, well, we think he's going to play in the home opener to he's basically out indefinitely. It is basically what it's at right now. It's really unfortunate with the injuries, and the team they just can't stay healthy. I mean, even if guys get healthy, they can't sustain that for a long period of time, and there's been a lot of different things on how these guys have at least come back, either re-injured themselves or basically played hurt. Like Couturier was not healthy at all last year. You could just tell, and it's unfortunate. So because of that, the Flyers lose a couple guys. I guess they figured with the whole Atkinson thing, and now Couturier, and then you also have Legzinski on the family thing as well, which obviously doesn't seem like it's going to be as long. Hopefully all the best there for Tanner as well. But the Flyers pick up Keiffer Bellows from the Islanders, and this was a guy that I wanted when he was placed on waivers because it's a chance for a guy to reinvent himself. Bellows was a player who struggled in New York. He had some pretty good seasons in the American League, putting up points and at least being able to engage himself, and he comes out of the U.S. program where he put up 32 points in 23 games, and so pretty good numbers there on the U18 team. And again, this is a former first round pick. He was 2016 19th overall. The Flyers went with German Rubtsov that year, and he goes to BU. He kind of struggles a little bit. Then he goes to Portland for a year in the WHL. Absolutely lights it up. He had 74 points in 56 games, 41 goals, 33 assists. Again, he was with the Islanders for 6 years. Again, had some okay years in the American League. Actually scored his first pro goal against the Phantoms. As for the NHL, he played 68 games in 4 seasons with the Islanders, 11 goals, 14 assists for 25 points. In 1920, played 8 games. 2020-21 played 14. Last year, played 45 with the Islanders, where he put up 19 points, and then this past year only played 1 game before getting put on waivers. So again, it's a change in scenery. Again, he can shoot, and I think that's another thing too. Is I don't have a problem with having another shooter. He's a left-handed shot. I really don't have any other issues with having another shooter on the team. I mean, the Flyers are not really looking for offense because they're getting scoring, but I think it's a good pickup just because you're at least able to have another guy, and again, with all the injuries and stuff too. So we'll kind of see where it plays out. This is a tweet here from Michael Russo from The Athletic, who actually covers the Wild, and he tweeted this, and he said the Wild did like Bellows in 2016, but they took Cunnin at 15th overall, so it makes sense that same management team would give him a chance for a fresh start this time. Bellows went to Islanders at 19 6 years ago, so I think it's some pretty good insight there from Mike. And again, you're able to kind of see that the management from the Flyer staff of Fletcher and Flair, they liked him years ago, so let's try to give him another chance. And I really don't have a problem with it. I feel like it's a pretty good pickup, honestly, because again, you made the pickup for Sedlak, who's I thought has played really well. I think there's been a lot of different things that have gone on with this team, and again, I think if you look at it from the injury standpoint, I think it makes sense, right? Because we don't really know who's going to be available for the Flyers, and if Bellows can kind of step in and play a certain role with this team and be able to showcase himself a little bit better and again reinvent himself like I talked about, I think it's a win-win. I mean, I think realistically all this year is not just reinventing, for Bellows, it's reinventing the whole team, and I think that kind of can play into this too. So we'll definitely see what happens. It's interesting because you have other players here and you have other guys, and maybe you have other guys that you could have called up, but the Flyers give them a shot. So we'll see. Let me know your guys' thoughts below. I would assume Bellows probably plays at some point. If Legzinski can't go for Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised if Bellows is in the lineup. But we'll see. We'll see what happens for Saturday night. So Flyers take on Florida tonight. Let me know your guys' thoughts below on the waiver pickup. And I will talk to you all guys again soon. Make sure to tune in for the podcast this week. We're going to be going Sunday morning around 11 a.m. For the podcast. And then also the calls and texts now can come through, and they are live. So you can call live and you can even text in. We also have all the fan club stuff like I mentioned before. And I will talk to you all guys again soon.
Shot!